Hi there, this is Justin with Goodland Plumbing. Today's date is Thursday, November 5th, 2024. We are here today at 1417 Bath Street for Blue Horizon. Right now it's about 11:45 a.m. Right now we are jetting and cameraing the sewer lateral preventatively, just because we know this line has had issues in the past. This is, I believe, going to be our fourth recording of the day. This is going to be post-jetting. We went through here and jetted all these lines pretty thoroughly, out and back, trying to clear as much of these roots and debris out as possible. Right now we are cameraing from our closest clean out to the street, just off the side of the brown house, in between the house and the driveway, a little pop-off white cap. Right now we're about 107 feet out from this clean out at our city connection in Bath Street. We're going to be pulling back against flow. Previously, when cameraing this line, we did not get a very good recording just because there was a good amount of sludge on the end of the camera, and we couldn't have a guard on, so we were partially submerged for a section of that recording. After jetting it seems like we were able to clear out a lot of those roots, and now we were able to send the camera all the way out to the city connection with our guard. Pulling back through here, this section, I believe is 4-inch SDR, and then about 105 feet out is going to be transitioning to clay. I believe this section is also clay, but it's hard to say for certain just because there is a slight change in coloration. Pulling back here, around 97, 98 feet out. We had a lot of roots in this line, like I stated previously. This one right here was one of the bigger ones. I believe most of these roots were around 90% capacity, but this is about as good as we could get this root whittled down to just kind of these stragglers right here. This is going to be kind of in Bath Street, pulling back towards the curb. Forward right here, it's hard to tell if this is a joint or possibly a crack. This guy right here, about 88, 89 feet out, another pretty large root intrusion that we were able to whittle down. This section of clay right here, as you can tell, is pretty rough looking. Pulling back here around 76 feet out. It's going to be top right hand side of the screen, which would be the left hand side of the pipe. We have our back units tying in right here. Right here around 71 feet out, we have some more roots growing in this zone. Here we're coming around a small bend. I believe this is kind of just at the edge of the property, underneath the kind of hedge that runs along the sidewalk. Pulling back here, we have some sort of tie-in at the top. We think this might be an old clean-out, possibly underneath that big tree. Come back here, around 60 feet out, have some more roots growing in at this joint. And then once again here at 57 feet out. As you can tell, the section of clay looks like it's pretty pitted. This section is pretty much running straight back from that hedge towards our clean out. Right here about 36 feet out, we have some more little roots growing in at that joint. right here, about 34 feet out, it looks like the top of the pipe is missing in this zone. You can see there's a pretty big chunk. It looks like it's possibly been broken off. Pulling back through this zone, I believe right here, at about 27 or 28 feet out, we're transitioning from clay, I believe, to cast iron. This section of cast is in pretty rough condition, with a little roots at this joint. I think this joint then transitions momentarily back to clay. Looks like some more small roots growing in at this joint, about 20 feet out. And then right here about 14 feet out, we're transitioning from clay to cast. This section of cast being pretty rough. And then right here about 8 feet out, we're going to transition back to ABS just momentarily. And then right back to cast at 7 feet. And then here, we're going to be coming back towards our clean out, where we transition to ABS once again as we come up and out of the clean out. This right here is our 4-inch ABS clean out. This is the guy we've been cameraing from. Pretty much runs, it's kind of hard to see, pretty much just runs straight out down this hedge where it ties into the city in Bass Street. This is going to be the end of the first post-jetting recording.